in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. And David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that. Get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. Oh, it's loose.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The option look. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On the option. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Now rolling to the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. But not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. We saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Miller. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
First down for this offense. The give is to Miller. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first down. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 11 over Marshall. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. On the option. They go to the ground. There he goes. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slithers into space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
At the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man out of the backfield. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Quick completion on the out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Simpson. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Almost certainly time for just one more play, so why not give it a go on 4th down? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide wide receiver going in motion. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bernard. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get... as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run the option. Power football with the run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
When you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Finds his man. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The pressure was on. He did well just to get it away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That's caught. It's Bernard. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. His best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the outside to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
On the snap, it's Holmes. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Seminoles are on the move. They'll toss it to the left. Nice move to keep running. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Give to the running back. Turning on the Jets. Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Knowles will have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
On that two-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Miller with the ball. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Great move. Now he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Just keep slinging it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Dances away to buy time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got a man. It's Horton. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
So So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Right on the money. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why...
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. It's the seam wide open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they